Greetings once again and welcome everybody to the 30-day Master Your Life Masterclass, where I, Breath Master Aaron Modley, your global community elder, am your guide to living life optimally in this vehicle we call a body. We've gone through 21 days, long enough to create a new habit or two. We're going to do a review of the review. Yesterday, we talked about the ability to create, starting with habits. Now, throughout this program, I've said to you, it's your body. Only you are responsible for it. Not the doctor, not anyone else, not your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your niece, nephew. None of those people are responsible for what happens in your body, unless, of course, you don't have control over your body, but still you have control over your mind and how you integrate with those people who help facilitate, if you're in that circumstance. However, for the majority of people who are walking around, sleeping, eating, breathing, talking on their own, it's your body. It's given to you. So you need practices in order to use that body optimally. That's what I'm here for. And in my opinion, they should be very practical, practical, simple, simplified, foundational, fundamental. The simplest things are those one little thing that you can do, and then you add to another little thing that you can do. And before you know it, you got a series of simplicities that, when strung together, some people see it as complex. Oh, I can't do all of that. Oh, so you can't wake up, stand up, get up, go to the bathroom, go rinse your mouth out with some coconut oil, go get some a lime, squeeze it in the thing, in the jar, pour some water in there, drink the water. You can't do all of that. Come on now. That, that's a whole lot. Yeah, that's a whole lot. Waking up, going to the bathroom, drinking some water, rinse your mouth out. Please. But those simple moves are very dynamic, because when you create healthy habits, they override the unhealthy ones, which is why when I share information about nutrition, I don't get into the don't. I leave that alone. Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. I leave alone the don'ts rather than I don't. That's a double, quadruple, triple negative. Sounds crazy, right? So I leave that stuff alone. You can go to someone else for the do nots and the nots. My intention is to free you up from the knots and get you to doing by giving you the do's. So do have your breath work in the morning. You're breathing already. Change your breathing pattern before you get out of bed. Set your day up in a high quality way that's going to give you clarity of mind, body, and spirit. Ease your pain and frustration by getting rid of the stress before it even starts at the very beginning of the day. Move throughout your day, access the breath, do simple breathing exercises as you flow. That's what my Breath Master certification is about. That's what my Breath Master classes are about. You can sign up for a class even if you don't sign up for a certification. DM me, I got you. I got other folks I've trained, other breath masters, Breath Master Debbie, Breath Master Paula, Breath Master Corey, a number of people, and they are increasing in number, that are going to support you in de-stressing, getting rid of anxiety, and all of these other things that are perplexing you because of the fact that your mind is racing and you can't just calm down. We got you. I got the Wednesday afternoon Breath of Fire Circle, specifically for those who have a lot of anxiety and tension in their body, who can't just go into a smooth, easy breath. They got to grab that tension, grab that energy, and just work with it until they can bring it down and land the plane, as I say. Okay, so these are simple tools. There are a number of them. They're not great in number. They are great and their numbers are small. Their impact is very, very significant and very powerful and essential for you and your well-being. So let's do these things consistently and have this wonderful experience based upon what we do. Now, let me tell you about habits. Let me tell you about the brain. This is why we're doing part 2 of yesterday, talking about the brain, the mind. Your brain is actually a chemical factory and a chemical processing machine. That's what hormones are. That's what proteins, enzymes, all of these things are chemicals. Your brain actually makes chemicals. Your brain can make gold with no help at all. Yeah, you can be living life like it's golden, literally, through the way you operate and how you utilize your brain. So let me tell you what's debilitating most people. Habits. Habits, habits, habits. The things that you do repetitively, the things that you do ritualistically. If you do something over and over and over, it becomes quote unquote a ritual. What is a ritual? The word ritual comes from the word spiritual. It affects the spirit. It is what you become. So habits such as thoughts, you think the same thing. I mentioned a quote from Buddha yesterday. What you imagine you become, or what you imagine you attract, what you think you become, what you imagine you attract. So you don't want to keep thinking about things that you don't want, because, or should I say, you want to minimize thinking of things that you would prefer to have less of in your life. I'm getting rid of the knots, and it's not trying, I'm doing. Words have phenomenal power. Yes, I say some things that may sound quirky and offbeat because it's not the norm. However, that's me programming my mind to focus in a way that's going to be beneficial to me and my spirit. This is part of my spiritual rituals, simple habits. So let's dial it back. Since your brain is a chemical processing chemical factory, whatever it gets accustomed to is kind of putting it in a tract. And that's what it's expecting. That's what it's seeking on a consistent basis. That's what a habit is. You get comfortable doing stuff, so you keep doing it. Because after a while, it's like, that's in your comfort zone. Some of it even makes you feel good. Now take that to another level. Remember, everything is energy, and everything is about concentrating energy, and it's all a math thing. It's about multiplication. So you do the same thing repetitively for a period of time. After a while, it goes from being a habit, from becoming a habit to being a habit to becoming and being an addiction. Now, remember, we talked about the various emotions that correlate to the various organs over the course of the last 30 days, right? 20 days, 20 plus days. So those emotions are processed by the brain as a chemical. There's a chemical for love that your body creates. And these are the different hormones, the endorphins. We know about the stress hormone. That's a stress chemical, a biological chemical that your body secretes in times of stress so that you can fight, defend yourself, or leave the space to save yourself. If you stay in that space too long, you're basically going to become addicted to that adrenaline. You've heard of an adrenaline junkie. These people are always risking their life and what have you, always putting themselves in dangerous situations. A lot of us are doing that unconsciously, simply by doing the shallow breathing that keeps our stress levels up so high constantly. So you adjust your breathing pattern and you bring that endorphin down, and you minimize the potential of having habits or reversing those habits that could become addictions. Some people are addicted to anger. You want to go to anger management class when managing anger is about managing the liver. Remember, we talked about if your liver is trying to handle too many toxins, it will roll over in the night and get you rolling over and tossing and turning as well. And you don't have good rest, so you're short on patience, so your fuse is short. Somebody say something or cut you off in traffic, you pissed off automatically because your body is stressed and you at that level. You're in that fight mode. So these habits will circumvent all of that. So let me dial it back. Now that you understand the nature of chemical addiction, as far as what the chemicals your body creates, you are fully aware of what happens when you get addicted to other chemicals, pain medication and so on, because of the stress and the pain that you've been experiencing that you haven't dealt with in your body because you don't have the habits to deal with it. We can squash all of that by managing your body. Utilize the tools that I've shared here. I'm not going to recount all of them because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time reviewing, but I do want you to be fully aware of the power of what it is that I've shared and how it will impact you. How it will. When you take the T out and you say, I will myself into a better way of being. Will is not a thought. Will is action. It's energy in action. Once you express your will, then you must act on your will to make manifest. Part of your acting is repetitive thoughts. That's why we do mantras. That's why we do vision boards. I mentioned vision boards yesterday. I'm going to give you a simple exercise. I mentioned it yesterday, but I want you to do this. If you are larger now than you were, you would like to get back to that smaller frame and relieve yourself of some of the toxins that have accumulated in your body. Remember my book, You're Not Overweight, You're Overwaste. You want to get rid of that waste? Put a picture up of when you were smaller. Have that picture where you can visualize it when you go to bed. Think about yourself being healthy. Envision yourself taking a jog or riding a bike or swimming, and your body is toned and fit. I'm not talking about looking like you're Superman or Superwoman with a bunch of bulging muscles. I'm talking about toned and fit. I'm toned and fit. I'm not bulging all over the place. And I'm fine with that because I know that I'm not taxing my heart with any excess weight. So my body's functioning optimally. This is what I want for you. So that's one thing. Whatever it is that you want to be, not want to have, but want to be. But if you want to have health, then you can put it that way. Envision that. Create a picture in your mind. If you can put a picture up on a wall that you can look at before you go to sleep, do that. Put that picture prominent on your bathroom mirror where you can look at it when you're brushing your teeth. Simple reminders. And if it's not a picture, make it a mantra. I am healthy. I am whole. I am disease free. I am fit. My organs are clean. My mind is sharp. Any of those things, write it down. Do you some post-its. Place them in places where you'll be seeing them all the time. A lot of folks are sitting at their desk, their cubicle or whatever, or were before, they had to stay at home, and now they have it at home. They have the little post-it notes. Great job, guys. Way to support your own spirit through ritual. Simple practices. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I wanted to reiterate and drive the point home and give you practical motivation. I'm 63. Move like a 20-year-old. Maybe 25. Anyway, so That's my message for you all today on day number 22. 22 is the master number of partnership, of building. I want to partner with you in this process. I've been offering these tools for the last 22 days, counting today, and other stuff before that, and during, and after. So I want to masterfully partner with you. So I want you to masterfully take what it is that I'm giving you today and put it to use. Build a better you. When you build a better you, and your friends and family and loved ones and enemies do that, there are more of you, of me, of we that are able to create connections for a higher quality of life for not only for ourselves and others, all of those around us, which is why I created the Heal Thyself Family Community Wellness Leadership Training. You DM me for all of those. You can go to my website, www.breathmastera.com, and get information on all of that. And by the way, this 30-day process is rolling into another 30-day process. Let me make sure I don't move from here without mentioning that. This is a interactive 30-day Master Your Life Master Class where it's 4 Mondays, 15 people, $75 per person. And if you want to jump in on the a la carte version, you can do that too at $35 per session. The first session will be breathe with me in your anxiety and your stress and all of that mess. That's the first 90-minute to 2-hour session. Strong 2. We don't do weak, right? So it's not week 2. It's strong 2 because I don't want to be weak 2. I want to be strong 2. I want you to be strong 2. Strong 2 will be, hey, let's eat. I want to be sharing some recipes. You'll get the recipes on Strong 1, so you'll be able to get your shopping list and get all of your ingredients. So we will cook together and we will eat together. It's going to be virtual, but we're going to do these things together. And I'm going to give you some dynamic foods that you will let that food be thy medicine phenomenally. So bring on people, or if you, when you start creating these things, you can share them with people, with your friends and family and loved ones and so on. It's essential that you do that. The third session will be movement, where I will show you a lot of the moves that I do, a number of them, that keeps my spine supple, keeps my body youthful, keeps my energy high in a powerful and positive way. And you can do these things too to end the potential for getting old. I don't have any back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, no other pain. Every now and then somebody might give me a pain in the, I breathe it away though. Pardon me. Strong 4 will be about acupressure, applying pressure at certain points in the body to minimize stress and to get energy moving. So we're going to talk about a bit of reflexology, and I'll be sharing the possibility of you acquiring a few tools that if your hand is not weak, not strong enough, you'll be able to use these tools to apply pressure to acupressure points. We're talking about auricular acupressure as well. So you'll get a brief overview of all of that, but you'll also get some practical practices that will simplify things and make for a better quality of life immediately. So, like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with your friends, family, loved ones, and your enemies. Breathmaster A here, your global wellness coach and community elder.